There are a lot of game engines you can choose in order to create your video games. Which one is the best for you? I am going to talk to you about Unity and Godot. Let's start. First of all, let's talk about the difficulty. Godot has a node-based system which is really intuitive and easy to use. But Unity has game objects, less intuitive and more complex in my opinion. Godot has a kind of icon for any node you add, making it look nicer than Unity ones that are all the same. So, if you're working on such a big project and you have lots of things, in Godot it will be much easier to organize. If you want to program using Unity, you must learn C#, but if you want to program with Godot, you must learn JavaScript. JavaScript is a programming language based on Python, meaning that its syntax is not difficult at all. Actually, it is really easy to learn it. Unity uses C#, a much more complex and difficult language. Even though for me it was hard to learn it, I can say that once you understand its logic and how does it work, you can use it easily. Godot also has the option to use visual scripting. This is a tool that uses a graphical interface to help the developer create programs based on visual representations. This means that you don't need to know how to code. To sum up, JavaScript is easier to learn and use because it is inspired on Python, and C# is harder to learn and use. So, you will have to do your best in order to learn C#. But don't worry, nothing is impossible at all. In the moment you open Godot, you realize that it's actually really easy to use it, very easy. So this is an advantage if you are starting to learn how to program. When you search on YouTube how to make a game with Unity, you will find out that there are a bunch of tutorials you can watch. You can nearly make any type of game with these tutorials. With Godot, the same thing doesn't happen. Although there is a good number of videos, they aren't enough. Unity is older than Godot, so it is obvious that there are more tutorials about it. As a consequence of that, it may be difficult to spot valuable pieces of information out there on the internet. Believe me when I tell you that I was completely disappointed when I couldn't find how to make some type of game I wanted to do. While you are working on a project, you're going to have some issues. I promise you that if you look for the error you have on Google, you will realize that a large number of people have had the same problem as you, so it is truly easy to solve problems if you are using Unity. In addition, Unity's Discord server is massive. There is such a lot of people there waiting to help you whenever you have a problem. Godot also has a Discord server, but there isn't as much people as Unity's one. Having all this on count, I imagine you realize that Unity has much more information and influence on YouTube. When you are starting, you need to be taught you need to understand how the game engine works, and this is fairly easier with Unity. However, Godot's community is continually getting bigger and bigger. Maybe in a couple of years there are lots of tutorials and more things to learn about, but it isn't the case right now. The terms of use are essential. Both have a free version. With Unity, as soon as you receive more than $100,000 from your games in the most recent 12-month period, you must pay for a special license. However, Godot is completely free. You don't have to buy anything to use it. Just give credit when you make a project with it. This engine is open source and released under the MIT license, which means that you are free to use it for any purpose and you can study how it works and change it. Godot is supported by optional donations on its website, which is really nice actually. So, if you're starting and not publishing your games in any place, Unity is okay, you will pay nothing then. Whenever you have to pay, it means that you earn lots of money, so it shouldn't be such a big problem to buy a license. You may consider Godot as a good option if you wouldn't like to make a game, earn lots of money with it and not paying anyone. In conclusion, The licenses of both are okay. The good thing about Godot is that you never have to pay anything, even if you're making millions of dollars. You only have to give credits, but anything related to money. Because of all things said before, I think that Unity's license is okay too. Remember that Unity was developed by a multi-millionary company, so it is fair that you have to pay when you earn lots of money, I think. So, which one should you use then? Remember that game engines are just tools that game developers use to make video games. There isn't just one perfect answer for everybody. You should choose whichever makes you feel more comfortable and is more appropriate for your purposes. I mean, if you want to make a simple 2D games, you should use Godot because of its simplicity, whereas you should use Unity for more complex projects like a 3D game with post-processing effects, and you are able to have more help because of the size of the community Unity has. You may not have a powerful enough PC to run Unity. Its requirements are too high for most of us. Although I have a decent PC and Unity's projects take a really long time to open anyway. It feels really pleasant opening in a second a project in Godot. It literally takes a few seconds in any PC. To sum up everything, if you are starting to program and you know nothing about making video games, I recommend you to learn Godot until you feel you can control everything and make nearly any project you want to. Then, change to Unity. That is exactly what I did and I think it was the best choice. If you have a very old PC, you should use Godot. It doesn't take up much space on your hard drive. It is just a movable.x file. Also, I used Godot for about an year. I just want to tell you my opinion about this hard topic and try to advise you which engine is better for you. If some information in the video is incorrect or you want to give your opinion, please leave a comment below. I expect this video was helpful for you, and if it was, please subscribe, leave a comment and like the video. This is all for today. See you in the next video. Bye bye.